Started.
Okay, guys, we'll go from cloning. We have seen it before. Robotics. Now I'm going into our directory CD robotics. We have entered it config locally. Click. So I have configured it locally. What we have till down is um, git cloning. So we entered into a GitHub. We have a username. We have a repository name. We have made our initial commit add readme.md. This is our initial commit. We have our local repository, means local computer. We have downloaded everything from the GitHub to our local computer with git clone command. You have to just paste the location of that repository. You will get that location from here. You can just click it here code. You will have that uh, URL, and you need to just paste it like this here, git clone, and you just paste it, and cloning into robotics. So our cloning is completed. After that, we need to move into our uh, directory cd robotics, and after that I have configured locally git config dash dash local user dot name, and this is my username, git config dash dash local user dot name b sankitna 15 rate of gmail.com. This means I have configured it locally. Now we will see our git remote. I have told you that you don't need to remember this URL every time you are fetching or pushing something, right? You just need to remember the name origin. Okay, this is the default name, shortcut name which will Git will be giving for that location. So this is called a remote. So if you want to see that remote, you just have to type git remote. We will have a single remote and its name is origin. It is a default remote. Now if we add dash v option to it, git remove dash v. Sorry, git remote. Sorry guys, git remote dash v. Git shows us full locations of the origin fetch and the origin push. This is the location of our robotics. Means here you can see while cloning it, this is the same location. Okay. This is the location for fetch and this is the location for push. So origin is the default name. You can just remember origin. So now let's see the graph. Okay. Graph, is it working or I should give it new? Okay. But in every time you use a bash newly, you just need to type everything alias graph equal to git log dash dash all dash dash decorate dash dash one line dash dash graph. You need to type all that one line command every time you use git bash, and then you just have to type graph. You will get it. So here I use the graph, and here we can see our single commit, initial commit add readme.md file. That is our initial commit, which is default. Means GitHub made for us to add the file readme.md. So that is default GitHub commit. Now we have only master branch here, and it is also checked out. You can see it with head pointer. Uh, but we have something new here. Origin slash master, origin slash head, right? We didn't see this before. Today we are seeing it. First, we are in sync with our GitHub account. So now let's see what is origin slash master. Origin slash master is called a remote tracking branch. Okay, the job of this remote tracking branch is to tell us what the master branch looks like at origin, means in GitHub. In GitHub also we will have a master branch. You can see it here. See, you have a master branch in GitHub. So what it looks like, we can only see that through origin slash master. So it is called as remote tracking branch. Means its work is that what is our local master branch and GitHub master branch. They are both at same point or not, you can see it. Okay. This is our master. This is our local master branch. Means local means we have this in our system, computer, local computer. Origin slash master means we have this master branch in GitHub account. So to know whether they are not pointing to the same commit, here we have them pointing to the same commit, but in forward we will see some we will see the differentiation in commits, means some will be pointing to single commit, origin master will be somewhere. So we will see that, but here our master branch in our local computer and our master branch in origin, means in GitHub, are pointing to the same commit. So it is called a remote tracking branch, because it shows us what our master branch at GitHub looks like. Okay. In other words, we can just say our local repository is in sync with our remote named origin, because remote tracking branch and the local master branch are not same. You will have a differentiation. We will see that differentiation in the forward. Now I want to check out the origin slash master branch, right? Now I want to check out the master branch in the GitHub through my local repository. I'm working in my CLI, which is in my local repository. Now I want to check out the master branch, which is in GitHub. For that, I just have to type git checkout origin slash master. We have checked it out, but we can see we are in a detached head state. Yesterday we have seen it. What is meant by detached head state means head point will be pointing towards a commit, not a branch. So to come out of this detached state, we learned it yesterday. You just need to check out the master branch. Any branch? Now here we have another master branch. So I'm just picking out master branch. Git check out master. Okay, switched up to master branch. Your branch is up to date with the origin slash master. So now I will make a new commit in GitHub and we will see how to use git fetch and git merge. Now let's go to GitHub. Here you will see add file option, right? Add file, create new file. This is the new file. I am just naming it S1 here. Here you can just give a name, any name you want. I am naming it S1. Here you can type message. I'm typing. You can just type anything here. I typed it. Here, this is the name. This is the default message with the commenting file, and you just need to press commit new file. We have created our second file, right? In GitHub, now we have our second file. First file is readme.md, and now I have created second commit with the S1 file. Create S1 is my second commit, right? So now, but in our local repository, means in my local computer, I don't have this file S1 yet because we haven't updated it from the GitHub. So let's go. If you want to see it, let's go to it and see the git status. It shows on the branch master, your branch is up to date with origin master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. But this is wrong. We have just added a new file which need to be committed. So if you want to see it clearly, you can just see the graph again. Here also you can see only one file, only one commit. But I have made how many commits? 2 commits. I have made 2 commits till now, but in my local repository, I'm not updated yet. I only have single commit. So now if I want that, I can just type git fetch to update my local repository with the GitHub repository, git fetch origin. Origin is the location of my repository. Instead of copying and pasting every time that URL, you can just type git fetch origin. After this command, it finds the new commit and brings it down to my local computer. Whatever the new commits are there, it finds them and it brings it down to my local computer. Now let's see the git status again. It shows on the branch master, but your branch is behind origin master by 1 commit. We are behind by 1 commit by the origin master branch. The master branch we have in GitHub. This is the master branch. It tells that we are behind by 1 commit and can be fast forwarded. We saw that fast forwarded is a merge, but we have nothing to commit and working tree clean. Now we can perform that merge with git merge command, right? We have saw it yesterday, git merge command. So you just need to type git merge origin master. You are merging git master branch, GitHub master branch. After that, you can see this merge resulted in a fast forward merge. So let's see the ls contents in our local repository now. Ls. It shows we have S1 file here. We have downloaded, we have fetched the S1 file from the GitHub with the git fetch origin command, and later we have merged our commit by git merge origin / master branch, which means we have merged the master branch in our GitHub. After that, we can see our contents, readme.md markdown file. We have the initial commit and the second commit, S1 file here. Let's see the graph. Here you can see we have 2 commits, and this is our recent commit, and we can see our local repository master branch and the origin master branch, which is a master branch of the GitHub, are in sync again and at the origin, pointing to the same commit, right? So let's get back to our diagram once again. So what we have done in GitHub, we have committed a new file at master branch at master branch in the GitHub. We have committed a new file. After that, we have downloaded it we have retrieved it with git fetch origin command. Here you can see we have fetched it. Here you can see we have fetched it. After that, using the git merge origin master command, we have just integrated it, means our master branch and the master branch in our GitHub are pointing to the same commit. So we have, I think, CLI and here matches. So these are the comments we have learned today. How to make a repository, how to fetch it from it, how to merge it, how to integrate it. So let's see the comments again. Now I will create a new repository again. Just go back. So to create a new repository, you just have to click new here. So you just have to give name here. What name can I give? Just type any name you can give. So it is a private. Is checking. 1 minute, guys. It is checking. So my new repository is available, public, and I have to tick it here. Initialize this repository with a readme.md file. Create repository. So this is our Harry Potter repository, and we have one branch, master branch, and we have made our one commit, initial commit. This is our initial commit. Now I want to clone it, means I want to download it into my local repository. So I'll just come out of this directory now, robotics directory. You just have to type cd dot dot. After creating it, what shall I do? Just have to clone it, get clone, where from where you will get the URL. Here you can see code, click it. Here you will have the URL. Just click on here. It will be copied and paste. Cloning into Harry Potter. So we have cloned, means we have downloaded that repository into our local repository, GitHub repository to into our local repository. So I'm just going into the directory now. We are in Harry Potter now. I want to configure locally. Git config dash local user dot name. Config dash local. So I have configured it. Now I want to see what is the remote. Just have to type git remote command. So I can see the origin is a default remote. Now I will see it with -v option, which shows the exact locations. origin, exact location of git fetch, origin, exact location of git push. After that, I'll see the graph. It shows the master branch in my local repository and the origin master branch are at the same place. So this is called remote tracking branch, which tracks the master branch in the GitHub. So now I want to check out the master branch in my GitHub from my local repository. So we will end up in a detached head state. If you want to come out of the detached head state, you just have to type git checkout master. You can just come out of it easily. You are switched to master branch. Your branches are up to date with the origin master branch. This is a remote tracking branch. So let's see the git status. Here on the master branch, everything is up to date. Now I will create a new file. To create a new file, you have to click on add file, create new file. I'll just type here h1. Here you will get the initialized message and you just need to click commit new file. We have created a new file h1. Then let's see it here. We have created new file, but if we see git status, it shows there is nothing new to commit. You can also see it to graph. Here also we can see only one commit. Second commit is not available here. We are not able to see, but we have our second commit in our GitHub repository. If you want to get that, download and save updated our local repository, you can just type git fetch origin. If you don't have origin, means generally in cases if you don't have origin, here you will be pasting all the URL you used for cloning. So I am just typing here origin, which is a default remote. You are just type git fetch origin. So whatever it is in the GitHub repository, you will just find the new commit and you will bring it down to your local repository by the command git fetch origin. Now let's see the git status. It shows that your branch is behind the master branch in the GitHub by one commit and can be fast forwarded. So this will be the merge. Now if you want to integrate it, just type git merge origin slash. So you can see this shows fast forward merge. Let's see the contents ls. You can see here h1 and readme.md. These are the two files right now we have. Let's see it clearly with the graph command. So the graph command shows our initial commit and this is our second commit. Here our master branch and the origin master branch are pointing towards the same commit. So let's go back to the diagram. So what we have done is we have created a new commit in our GitHub. We have created a new commit in our GitHub. After that, we have fetched it from GitHub to our local repository. After that, to integrate it, we use git merge origin master command. After that, we got our all master branch in the GitHub and our local repository master branch are pointing towards the same commit. You can see from starting what we have done. We have seen the git remotes. We have a local repository, local laptop, which have a commit. To understand the remote, we have seen it from the perspective of the local laptop. GitHub is a remote repository, means it will have the same version of files what we have in the local repository. We also have them in the GitHub. So from the perspective of the local laptop, GitHub is your remote repository. So from the perspective of the GitHub, local laptop is your repository where you will have every file you have in GitHub. So both the files, both the directories and both the repositories have same files, but the difference is you have a local laptop as one repository and the GitHub as a one repository. So from the perspective of the local laptop, this is your remote repository where you will be having same amount of files, same version of files. From the perspective of GitHub, you will have same version of files here in the local laptop. After that, we have seen the GitHub. In GitHub, you will have a username and repository name. GitHub username. Better remote is the username and repo name is the repository name. And we will have an initial commit while creating the Git repository. Add readme.md is our initial commit where we'll be having master branch, default master branch. After that, we have our local computer. If you want to download anything from the GitHub to our local computer, means fetch anything, you have to clone them. You just have to type git clone and the URL where you have the repository. This URL you can just find it here. Code this URL you will be having it. You can just copy it and you will be pasting here. Like here you just need to paste it to git clone. Type git clone and just paste it. You will have that cloning. After that, after you have cloned, you can just fetch anything from the GitHub to your local repository, or you can just push anything from your local repository to the GitHub repository. After the cloning, you can just fetch anything from GitHub, or you can push anything from the GitHub to the GitHub. So you just don't need to remember the URL every time. You just don't need to copy and paste it every time. It will have the location, will have a default name. It is called origin. So you will use that origin every time. You can see that with the git remote command. So git remote, this is our default origin. Remote name origin. If you want to see what are the exact locations, you just need to type git remote -v. After that, we have created a new file, commit s2. You have created a new file, create s1 means commit 2. Sorry, not s2. Create s1, commit 2. That will be our commit 2. After that, you have fetched it into your local laptop. Means you have downloaded it from GitHub to your local repository. After that, you have integrated it with git merge origin master. Means our master branch and the origin master branch will be pointing to the same commit. So that's it for today. We learned today git purge and git merge. So these are the topics for today. Any doubt, guys? Any doubts till now?
No.
Okay, guys, we can call it off. Thank you.